Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. This is episode 60. We completed Cazador's Profane Ascension last episode. Now by completing, I obviously mean shutting it the hell down and convincing Astarion to not give in to the cycle of abuse and to continue being vampiric overlord. He can throw that away, however intoxicating that power was, and instead he can get some absolute justice in the form of a dagger and many dagger holes in Cazador Sar. We're now going to leave after freeing all of the prisoners to the Underdark, and Gale,
Charmed, I'm sure,
with his amazing gauntlets of hill giant strength, is going to be the big man that he is, and he's going to pick up Cazador.
for the taking.
Boom. Because we'll take that back to camp. I think Astarion would love to have a reminder of what he did here today. Now, Raphael, he was dead until long rest, so he disappeared. But Cazador can become the party camp's throw rug. Who would have thought that daylight of all things would be the vampire's undoing? Don't cast daylight inside. The vampires won't appreciate it. So there we go. Death by daylight, essentially. And now we will leave. We'll get the hell out of here. And we'll see what awaits us. I think we'll do a long rest. I think that is deserved and understandable. Are there prisoners that are here, or have they just left? It seems that they've just left. Which means maybe we should go back to the Gur camp. Do we have that as an actual quest, or is it just... Why does that one keep being? That one keeps giving me an exclamation mark. Terrible. I think there was a quest for the rescuing the kids, but the journal... Never mind. The Gur leader... The Gur have come here. Okay, wonderful. Which quest is this called? It's just part of investigating Cazador's palace still. There it is. Yes, we should tell Olma the good news. They've come here. Interestingly enough, there you go. Okay. I don't know if this is good news. Hey, your children are now vampire spawn. Sorry about that.
Are the gods truly this petty?
The fact that she's still getting mysterious Sharan wounds is crazy. Shar is still just like, I'm a poke at you.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime. But if you do decide to go hunting them, know they include your children.
They survived?
Well, that depends on how you define survived, really. But they are free. They're making their way into the Underdark as we speak.
This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
Nice. Yeah, I think the Monster Hunter business will be booming if the ones that have been released can't control their hunger in the way that Astarion has learned to. I mean, it's going to be a difficult situation, but if they're being led to the Underdark, it is manageable. The kids, I don't know, they can hang out with them at night, and then the kids will outlive their Gur parents, of course. There you go.
I pray the spawn will stay in the Underdark. We will show no mercy if they return here.
What about the
I
kids?
need a quick word.
You could have killed them all. You could have ended Tsar's legacy today.
Yeah, it's a difficult choice, but again, Astarion puts it well, I think, where there'll be an even greater crime to kill so many innocents.
If you think those spawn will stay in the Underdark, you're a fool. We'll see them soon, mark my words.
You're a fool.
You let thousands of vampires spawn go free. How many will die because you could not do what needed to be done?
This will be really interesting as to how they would react if you did kill them all, because of the fact that the children are part of that group. And then what if you just leave them imprisoned? What would they think then, you know?
Thousands of vampires spawn on the run. Our own children among them. I only pray something of their innocence remains.
Yes, childish vampires, we'll have to see.
I don't know what to think. I wanted to see our children again, but not like this. Never like this.
There you go. Alright, we can leave out this way, which I think is probably the most appropriate. I think we've earned being able to fast travel out of here. Where should we go, though? Let's just head to the Lower City Central wall. Just so we're outside, and then let's go to the camp. And maybe we'll talk to our teammates now. What do you have to say for yourself?
What can I do for you, my friend?
Alright.
We did a good thing back there. I won't dwell on the matter. I know that's not a sentiment you're accustomed to reveling in, but rest assured, your actions have spoken for themselves.
Nice.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. Wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much. Overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face.
Incredible statement.
Astarion chose right, and any well-trained Githyanki would have chosen the same. We seek might not for individual power, but for the good of the collective. I may no longer serve Vlaakith, but I still attend to a collective, the allies of the Prince of the Comet, and, of course, the one we've made for ourselves. To seek power for personal glory alone is a farce. Astarion was wise to see it.
I love Lae'zel's dialogue. I love how she interprets her life lessons into the situation that she's in. It's very good.
To forswear the strength of 7,000 souls. That is an act of true strength, says Boo. Astarion may borrow Minske's muscles whenever he is needful. Brave, powerful, puny Astarion.
Brave, powerful, puny Astarion.
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man, though I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
Oh, he did. He thought about it.
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy. Or any sense of what is just. Who knows? There is often more ignorance than insight in what they say.
Astarion showed restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
The people that are proud, but like, he wouldn't like me saying this.
Astarion resisted the allure of Cazador's would-be powers, and I am glad of it. Whatever he would have gained would have come at a great price.
I'm so proud of Halsin in this moment too for having his own unique take on the matter instead of repeating what someone else said. So well done, mate. He gave his own genuine thoughts this time. Wonderful. Long rest, everybody. We deserve it. Good night. We haven't had a long rest scene in forever, so I don't know if they exist anymore. Oh! I eat my words. Act 1 was like everybody panicking. And they're like, long rest! 7,000 long rests is not enough to satisfy me. Because there's a million cutscenes that you've missed. And then Act 3 is like, you've had enough. You've had enough. Stop resting. We can't keep doing content. This game is big enough. You'll have to accept that we don't have a scene for everything. And I am still, even with the things that are not in the game in that sense, there is so much in the game. It's just funny to see the contrast of the long rest cutscenes. I still can't believe we never got a little happy reunion, everyone's in the party scene. That would have been so perfect. I'm loving this fit. Perfect.
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever.
That comically cartoonish, villainous voice. You'll never have to hear it ever again. Actual, pure evil in that voice. I forgot I was wearing these clothes. Oof. Oh, man. What do I ask? And? How does it feel?
Invigorating. Terrifying. All of the above.
I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. To losing myself. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you.
That's very nice. That is very nice. I like that dialogue a lot. And I like now that he's out of that intoxicating rush for power and opportunity that he's like, thank you very much. I like that you saved yourself. I just gave you a push a lot to the point where even though I want to choose some other options, I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to say that.
You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
And it really is just so genuinely beautiful, his character arc. I really love and appreciate it. Because when you get to the point now that we have a completion of this quest line, I think this is the really beautiful thing that you can look at, that we see, now that we've actually met Cazador as well, and you get much more of a personal insight into his living situation and what he had to deal with there, as well as now being able to fully look back on his whole character. It's just so well done. And you have these moments where we're butting heads and in disagreement, and he's disapproving of things, and it fits so well for his character. And it's like the things that he say I can't agree with at the time, but you get why he's in this position. He's not someone that is deliciously evil and wants to be. He's just been tortured into being the way that he is, and he has such a traumatic, horrible life that he's lived. And he's lived, you know, as a vampire spawn for close to 2 centuries. However, like, old he was before he was turned into a spawn. And that's like, you know, well over 2 average human lifespans of torment and not knowing kindness, and really struggling to deal with the fact that he's in a group that are trying to do things that are kind, not all the time. Chaos gnome that I am, not always doing the kind thing, but still helping people and doing things that he would disagree with, or him wanting to pursue power and control and us not agreeing with that. But it makes sense as to why he has those perspectives, and it's really nice that you can get to the culmination of all of that and have him throw away that power and control. In terms of the ritual, we still don't know what he's going to be like when it comes to the Nether Stones and the Nether Brain and being able to seize that power for ourselves, because something that comes with this very sort of happy, positive element of Astarion's story is also very bittersweet and sad, because I can see the direction we're headed in, where he is free, yes, but only also because there is a tadpole in the brain, and that is a ticking time bomb for all of us. I don't know how that element is going to be resolved, if any of us will make it out after this, if we're all taking down the Nether Brain and all sacrificing ourselves for the future of Baldur's Gate. Who knows how it'll end up. But if there is a semblance of us making it out after we defeat the Elder Brain, Astarion is a vampire spawn at the end of the day, and a vampire spawn he will remain. And that is kind of the sad potential future here, is while he's grateful that he's not diving into what Cazador was and becoming that with the vampiric ascension, he will have those vampiric weaknesses eventually, if things play out where there's survival after all this is said and done. I genuinely have no idea. Unless there's going to be some Deus Ex Machina of, like, you've defeated the final boss and you get to keep the tadpoles consequence-free. It doesn't feel like that kind of game, but there could be some sort of situation that would come out and take place to be like, you get a happy ending. I don't know. We'll have to find out how that'll go, but there's a lot of story to come in terms of the main story and with the companions. But we've completed a companion quest, and that's pretty huge. And I'm very happy about it. And Astarion's character and Neil Newbon's voice acting and the way that he has really grown with Astarion over the course of the game, from how we first met him to now, is just genuinely a fantastic performance. And I can see why there is that 2023 Game Award for Neil Newbon's performance, as much as everyone does a really, really stellar job. The voice acting across the board is fantastic. I think Karlach especially, I think the name is Samantha, I'm not sure on the last name, like Berat or something like that. Just top tier. Just like the way that Karlach is such a genuine force of nature. I love it so much. But yeah, the voice acting is amazing. And the performances that came out, and that guttural, emotional, desperate cry of Astarion in Cazador's dungeon says a lot. It definitely says a lot. And now we'll sleep on it. Having the sweetest and most pleasant of dreams. There we are. A good morning. In terms of what we want to do today, I genuinely do not know. Looking at the journal, I think that we might look at companion quests. Personal quest is just for Orpheus and waiting for an opportunity. There's fighting Dribbles the Clown. I think companion quests could be quite good. The Daughter of Darkness still has this, so we have arrived in Worm's Crossing. Shadowheart believes that Shara and Lookouts will be present in the vicinity awaiting her return. And that's in Worm's Crossing, not in the lower city of Baldur's Gate. So I think we've actually missed Shadowheart's Baldur's Gate related questline starting. She expects to find such a lookout hiding amongst the desperate new arrivals flooding into Worm's Crossing. We probably should have pursued that. First, thinking about the fact that we missed that. I don't like this. That's obviously going to be one of the final things that we do. I think that could be a good idea. We have Shadowheart in the party.
One with the weave.
Let's have Gale drop Cazador. Right here. There he is. How do you feel about that? Leave him there. You can just stay there.
What to do?
We'll keep this party, I think. I'll do some inventory management, and then we're going to go back to Worm's Crossing. Alright, inventory management is done. We have sorted out what we want. We have also added Minsc to the party. Minsc would like to come along for Shadowheart's outing today. We have also sold our bag of goods, all of our junk, and with that money, bought the Boots of Persistence from Damon. So we now have freedom of movement and long strider for Shadowheart. There you go. And we've done a little bit of transmogrification. So we can have the Helldusk helmet being worn by Minsc, but the visual aesthetic of Saravok's helmet, because I think that the Helldusk helmet covers too much of the face, you know. And I think that this fits. More horns. More horns from enemies I have slain. Also, the Gauntlets of Hill Giant strength belong to Minsc, so we have a strength of 23, but with the Helldusk aesthetic as well. So we almost have a Helldusk set. We just don't have boots. We don't even have flawed Helldusk boots either, which is really interesting. We were giving pieces to Damon. He was making the flawed set. We found the pure set in Raphael's House of Hope. But in both instances, no boots. So if there are boots, they have yet to be found. Boo! Find us some boots. We'll see how we go. But this is the arrangement that we have. We're going to head to Worm's Crossing. So we're going to be returning this way with our team. And we're going to help Shadowheart find her group. We're going to see who's going to be looking out for her. Cast Disguise Self. I feel like we need Shadowheart to be very visible in order for this to trigger, I assume. So returning to Rivington, we'll now take more of a look around. Maybe we'll even find more Dribbles parts in our adventures. But the Gur camp, we could also take another look at. Let's see. The journal for Daughter of Darkness states, Shadowheart believes that Shara and Lookouts will be present in the vicinity awaiting her return, so must find one such lookout in order to learn where the cloister is hidden, and she expects to find such a lookout hiding amongst the desperate new arrivals flooding into Worm's Crossing. So I guess we'll want to go to the refugees area. Blaze Savora. Who is that?
No distractions, please.
Okay. It's always funny when someone looks much more important, but they're just a blaze.
Don't like it.
We're obviously not going to be doing Worm's Crossing stuff in regards to Gortash yet. But there is that element, and there is also Ansul's Lair, the Wormway, which is pretty huge. We'll bring Will along for that, naturally. It is cool that leaving this area isn't like the end of it, you know? Like, you will be needing to return here regardless, a bit back and forth, so I like that.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Is this still a... We haven't even got in here? What is this?
I'd recommend 2 doses.
What is this in here? There we go. Oh. That's weird. Yeah, I've definitely been in here. It was weird that the map was showing it as if I hadn't explored it before. Alright, I think we're just going to return. We'll start in Rivington and make our way over this area, because that's where most of the refugees are. Let's see about Sharran refugees. I don't know if this place actually changes or updates, considering all of the long rests we've taken too. Like, are these people still... They're still living in here?
To threaten the children.
Probably nothing else for them to do anymore.
The Ponzi Prat who owns this place is long gone. So I think we can both agree he doesn't need it anymore.
Mr. Felgier's fireworks smuggler. Okay.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word. I saw you pluck Boo from the ground when you thought no one was watching. It pleases you to hold him? And you have truly cleansed yourself of Shar.
I suppose you're right. On both counts.
Then for one day only, you may carry him in your pocket. So long as it is clean, padded, well aired, and full of nuts.
That's great. Okay, hang on. This guy has asked for Shadowheart's attention.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
Oh, so I didn't have Shadowheart in my party for when we first interacted with this guy, and if we did, we'd probably have done this so long ago. Okay. Do we let Shadowheart speak? I think I should remain silent.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Man, I really didn't expect this guy to be Sharran. Urge Shadowheart to lie. Reach out to her psionically. She should plead contrition for now. Interesting. Is this gonna... How do we play this? I mean, ignore the platinum blonde hair. Let's let Shadowheart handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
We read about the House of Grief.
What's up for discussion?
Alright, quick, kill him! He just goes off then. That's the Sharran. Well, that was much easier than I expected. I was going to look around the whole refugee camp.
Have you found some place we can wash our clothes?
Interesting. Should we have urged Shadowheart to lie? I don't know. I was like, we'll let Shadowheart handle it. However Shadowheart wishes this to go. It is her story after all. Probably making things a bit more difficult to us, but maybe I think even lying might have made it worse, because it seems pretty clear visually that there's a change from Sharon to Selionite. I feel bad for our tieflings that haven't been able to make it into the city compared to the ones that have, right? We also haven't seen Leah since Roland's death. We were trying to see if we could find Leah anywhere, but unfortunately not.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
I'm really worried about Umi.
There's some elements of the tieflings being split up that I don't really understand, because Alfira made it into the city as well, and I thought Alfira would have taken the kids with her, but maybe, like, I don't know the circumstances of how she got into the city, but, you know, from Moonrise Towers, where she's hanging out with them and looking after them, and Mole's gone, it feels like there's something missing there, you know? Like, Alfira's left the kids out here with these other tieflings, and then there isn't an element of us being able to let the kids know about Mole either. Like, we've found Mole, she's safe, she did a deal with the devil, of course, but returning here to talk to the kids, there isn't this element of, I found Mole, you can rest easy, she's safe, you know? I feel like I'd appreciate being able to do something like that.
Oh. Hello again.
At least you made it.
It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
I think I've spoken to this group already.
We
I just wanted to see if there was any changes.
I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
Yeah, I guess it's the best that you can do. Some get to make it into the city and others do not. Well, we've come here, and we have found a Sharan lookout called Ferg Droga. He revealed that the cloister is hidden in a place called the House of Grief in the lower city of Baldur's Gate. So we're going back into the lower city for this one again. We read about the House of Grief somewhere. We read like a note or something about the House of Grief. Of course, the House of Grief would be related to Sharan, considering it's the Lady of Loss. Well, a quick visit. Let's check out the Gur camp before we leave here. And then we'll go. I expected to be spending a little more time looking around. Okay, so the Gur encampment is now empty because I guess they're just hanging out in Cazador's mansion. I thought that they might have returned here. Okay. Let's travel back. Shadowheart, would you like Boo to be in your padded pocket with lots of nuts? We still haven't had a conversation between Minsc and Lae'zel yet, so I need to also have her in the party with him. We'll probably do that after we do Shadowheart's questline. Now, do we have the location of the House of Grief on the map? Let's see where it is. In the lower city. Steel Watch. And Undercity. Not gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna have to find it. We're gonna have to find it. Should I talk to Shadowheart?
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
The Sharans are using a place called the House of Grief as cover for their presence in Baldur's Gate.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Yeah, but where is it? Do we have an idea? I guess there's a lot of this map we've yet to uncover. And we may found some... we might find... some Dribbles parts, is what we keep saying, hopefully. Maybe we should just break into everyone's home.
Home of Lavernica, groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park, lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
Bet I can crack that open.
Let's give it a crack, shall we? Exactly 15, okay. Oh. Giant spider? Piebald Pancessna. What the hell happened in here? Poison shops. Pale thorax. Rosie black egg. What the hell happened in here? Please tell me that there's a Dribbles part in here. Oh. What? Alright, shut this door. As soon as I see a room filled with dead bodies, I'm like, do we get to have a Dribbles part? Let's keep looking. It's not on a body. Underground Murdug. The names of these spiders. Man, we really do need to just look into... We really do need to just go and look in every single house. There's so many murderous situations just hidden behind closed doors. Park Keeper's Journal, mostly filled with notes on botany and plant care. One aside in the margins notes that some suspicious characters have been frequenting the park of late. The Keeper wonders if perhaps he should report this to the Flaming Fists. Yeah, but like... Park Keeper's chores. How do we explain the spiders? Check for fallen branches and blocked paths, polish benches, unlock gates, clean ponds, afternoon, rake leaves, pest control, repaint signage and final rounds, and lock up. I just find it so interesting that all the spiders have names. Oh my god! What the fuck happened here? Damn 'em all homeward. Danfora the Kingfish, Joseph the Ferret. There's a... Huh? What? There's a Mind Flayer down here as well. Zibble Hastenwald, Appleblossom Catharek, Catalyst Gulchbrule, Aberforth Zelk6. And they've all got nothing on them. Bloody hell, you could have at least have something on you. Flu Martina B. Martellus. You've got some cool names, but nothing on you to show for it. Oh, there we go. Sendai the Third. The effigy of Sendai, who made herself many. What use her multitude? She thought herself a warrior, but only her blood soaked the soil. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood, or in the red. Alright, there has to be a Dribbles part here. Earth Elemental. Alright, there has to be a Dribbles part here. So this was a Barlist shit show. Essentially. What a display. Rogering Pegleg? Does he have one? He doesn't even have a peg leg. Why would that be his name? Kotra Silkrite? Broom Boy? Tigral Pie? Oh my god. Anathorn Rose, Rupentine Verily, Sally Ann Corks, Martin Yoglin, Luca Hauntsell, Abyssal Gavin, and Incontinenta Figgin. And we've got a magical thing on the ground.
This body, a sacrifice, or some kind of display?
I'm scared to stand on it because it looks like it's active. Anyone else got notes on them? Alright, new plan. We essentially need to comb through the lower city, top to bottom, every single house, because you can just ignore some random groundskeeper's house and be like, probably nothing. And then it turns out you've gone underground into a full Baalist ritual inclusive of a mind flayer and a bunch of named adventurers. We have another Dribbles part. Karlach, hold on to that.
Look at those colours. That's a clown's leg for sure.
Sendai the Third. Another one. Okay. Gotcha. We'll be taking this and we'll be sending that back home. How many parts we got now? We're sitting on hand, leg, head, pelvis, torso. So we need another leg and potentially another hand. We need an arm. Actually, hang on. With the way that the torso is sat, we definitely need an arm. Even if it's cut off past the shoulder. So we need 2 arms. Potentially another hand, if the hand isn't attached to the other arm. Another leg. And then I think we're good. So we have at least 2, maybe 3 more pieces to find. So we need to top to bottom search the lower city for the House of Grief and Dribbles. What the hell? With that in mind, we have to go from the start and just go whee through all of this, I reckon. That way we can take a look at any houses that we have yet to look at. And I think after the sheer amount of stuff that we've had to do lately in this damn game, I think taking a peaceful adventure through the city after these big story moments, like, you know, House of Hope and Cazador's Dungeon, is probably a good thing.
I need a quick word.
No, dear reader. I'm afraid one of my columns is not in the latest issue. Print issues limiting space, according to our esteemed editor.
Print issues limiting space. You didn't get to mock me. What is across from the Boulder's Mouth? What is this place? This is Nortale's Hostel. Hostel Mother Pamela and Dolba Green and Dwindling, what a name.
Welcome. If you've need of a bunk or a bath, you'll find them upstairs.
I'm grateful to be here, I am. But I thought we'd arrive as a family. Not like this.
The soap here smells funny.
You do not sound like a child. Draft letter to Lord Whitburn. To the Honourable Lord Whitburn, Whitburn House in the Upper City, I am Pamela Nortale, owner and manager of Nortale's Hostel, a non-profit boarding house catering to families in need. With the current refugee crisis, there are more families in need than ever. Once, before your marriage, you told me that if you could only afford it, you'd be happy to help defray our costs with a generous donation. I'm told that you have since come into funds, and our need is so desperate that I am presumptuous enough to... My dear Madame Nortale, you make a compelling case for additional contribution over and above my usual annual donation, but Daddy, Lord here, you remember, tells me that I have already overspent my allowance, so I'm on short rations until my intended's dowry comes through, hard cheese for all of us, sorry to say. But my cousin Claribald has a clever idea, as he so often does. If you could see your way to renaming your establishment after Daddy to Here Rillen's Hostel, I'm certain I can persuade him to cut loose with a good old chunk of change in your direction. There might even be a bit for me for suggesting it. What do you say? Let me know quickly. He's in a good mood. Your admirer, Dirk Rillen. Wow. Okay. The Hostel Registry. Who's here? Gorus Ballast, Dolber Green and Dwindling. Bunt Chugley! Rags Delama and Regan Splint lost 10 days due to that incident. Bunt Chugley has been staying in here. What about Big Clive? Where does Big Clive live?
Good luck getting some kip up here. I'd stuff your ears if I were you. I don't need silence.
5 or 6 heroes. An easy-to-read children's book about an unlikely team of heroes who band together to defend a forest-gnome village against marauding gnolls. The raiders are driven away, the village is saved, the comical sidekick gets engaged to a gnomish beekeeper, and virtue is triumphant. Incredible. Alright. What's this place? This is Old Joel's. We're not allowed in here, though.
This is Joel's house. No letters, no clerics, no herb sellers, no potion peddlers, and no steel watch.
Is there an alternate way in?
Once the washing is finished, you can play all you like.
We're in a convenient location where nobody's looking, so... There's a weird amount of people that are kind of able to see. Okay. What else is there to look at in here? It's not a bloody mess, at least. Letter from Saleh. Father, I've heard about a risk of shortages in the city. I know you're absolutely unforgivable when it comes to shopping for yourself, so I've sent some victuals that could see you through a whole season if you pace yourself. Do it for me, I love you very much, and will be home for a long visit before you know it, God's willing. All my love, Saleh. Will you tell Cathora I say hello? Already sent Uli your love 1,000 times over. Okay. Let's just do this, and do this. Oh, I failed a perception check.
Do you understand?
Everybody quickly get in here.
One day we will.
Not for communal use, it seems.
Toast.
That's curious.
That's the wardrobe. So, this person does not like us being here.
No time to dally.
Shut that. There you go. Can't be seen. Everybody just quickly run in.
Despite everything.
Alright, it's the wardrobe. Or, rather, behind the wardrobe. We just...
Hey, you.
Hey. Alright, Well, now I can't see anything. Joel's chest. Was it just the key that we saw? And it was underneath the wardrobe. There you go. How? How is the chest key that I picked up not the key? Joel's chest key? What? Interesting. Alright, Joel's chest key.
Right.
I'll just lockpick it then, I suppose. Mantras and meditations of the Sun Soul. I am the embodiment of radiant light shining forth with the power of the sun. I walk the path of the Sun Soul, radiating love and compassion to all beings. I honor the sun as a symbol of life and creation, embracing its energy as my own, and with each breath I draw in the sun's energy, renewing my strength and resolve. My inner fire burns bright, empowering me to overcome any obstacle. I embrace the brilliance of the sun, letting its rays guide my actions and decisions. Through selflessness and service, I bring the light of the sun to those in need, and I am a vessel of divine radiance, channeling the sun's energy for the betterment of all. Okay, we got a self-help book. Maybe the chest key is for something else then, if it wasn't for that one. Mirror.
Still me, even after everything.
Interesting. I guess not every door will lead to something. Sometimes it's just positively nothing. Just some world building. We've the boarded up house here. I think I remember going past this area under investigation.
This does.
The humble home of Frank Peartree. Maintain your distance. Area under active investigation by order of the Flaming Fist.
Okay, well, how the hell do we... Everybody's too busy looking. It is in broad daylight. It's not a good idea to attack it either, because people will frown on us for this. So what do we do? How can I be smart about getting in here?
I'm going to ask for directions.
Right. Minsk.
You mustn't.
Distract Filson Vago for me, please.
The lower city's a bloody warren. I'm surprised.
And then he quickly comes back, but he's turning around. So there we go. Click. Aha. Frank Peartree. More murders. Alright, I think we have more Barlist murder here. I think we're safe to walk in.
How farther can I go?
What's that?
There we go. Loose planks. We have a chest key. Huh, will it work? A bloodied note. This scrap of bloodied paper is scrawled in an erratic, excitable hand. You've been picking where you shouldn't, Peartree, placing the Lordling's fire spitters throughout my city. Disgusting. They leave no blood. There's no art to it at all, just burnt ash and corpse cinder. I walk through your basement here as I pen this. It's rather large, roomy. They'd never find all the bits of you if I spread them out here properly. Well, that's got to be from Oren. Blood-stained parchment. Messy splatters of deep red-brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dreadlord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. So Frank Peartree, killed. So Duke Bellin Stelmane was killed. Father Logan was killed. Dribbles killed. Alexander Rainforest, office near the counting house, killed. We should probably check that out too. That might be a clue for another Dribbles part. Because we have Frank Peartree, killed. And we saved everybody else by stopping the guy on the very first thing at the wine tasting festival. So there's characters that we haven't even spoken to. So there's a basement here. There's the hatch under the chest. Gotcha. The Watch and the Steel Watch. Baldur's Gate and the Dialectics of Plunder. Another hatch key, and the gate is closed. Baldur's Gate, a bastion of commerce and culture rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders grow fat on the teat, while native Baldurians starve in the street. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left our gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Enough is enough! The gate is closed. Alright. Down the hatch. My lord.
I wonder what's past this.
Oh, actually, no, hang on a minute. This is a hatch key. The other one was a chest key, wasn't it? There you go. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Courageous little Kimmerbeth. I'm sorry, little? You're keeping a giant in your basement. Whoa. Big. Holy crap.
The corpse is huge. And is that a burning heart?
Cassie Wainstown. What the fuck? Severed arm. And it's got the hand attached.
Clown's arm. Ugh.
I love giving it to Clyde. The effigy of Yagashura, who burned his mortality. What use his heart? He thought himself a titan, but died whispering for his mother. Wow. Jesus Christ.
What's inside?
I picked up one heart. I don't know what to do about that. Let's see what's in here. Infernal contracts and bargains, an offer, a guide to Avernus, the Hells Unleashed. It's like
anything of use.
Someone was getting some ideas. An offer. Dear Mr. Peartree, you come highly recommended by a select few, not merely for your business acumen, but also for your ambition. That is why I'm writing to you. A question of ambition. I have in my possession a tremendous quantity of infernal iron. Its acquisition is immaterial. What matters is this. I shall need assistance distributing the weapons forged from this exquisite iron. I shall need someone ambitious, someone with less than scrupulous connections. Someone, Mr. Peartree, like yourself. That was the carrot. I often find it makes an excellent bedfellow to the stick. Consider your position. A less than scrupulous set of connections doesn't just make you valuable to me, but also make you invaluable to any member of upstart City Watchman or Flaming Fist ready to make rank. It would really be a terrible tragedy for such bright potential to be extinguished this way. I eagerly await your correspondence. Yours in faith, Enver Gortash. Wild. Okay. Soul coins, a treatise, yeah, big on the literature here for the Hells. Courageous little Kimmerbeth. What very unique and interesting names these Orin displays have. I think that leaves us with just needing to find an arm. So this is good. The decision for us to go comb through Baldur's Gate for the House of Grief is also great for us potentially getting to the to the House of Grief eventually. I can have some more half plate armor and a nice little short sword. My gratitude. Dear Mr. Peartree, our business proceeds without fault and with lucrative profit. You will find this success reflected in the upcoming deposit to your personal account. Should you continue to be such a willing tool, I can see many more deposits of similar magnitude making their way into your coffers in future. I saw you spent the last payment with exceptional wisdom. A new abode in the lower city is rather lovely. Men of both means and taste are exceedingly rare these days, and I would be so distraught if you were to lose this beautiful home to a terrible accident of fate. Discretion is a key pillar of continued home ownership, after all. You need not respond to this letter. I will write if you are needed further. Jesus Christ, the threats. Enhanced weapons sales ledger. Acquisitions and sales in Gortash's infernal weapons trade. Infernal iron acquired from diabolic sources. Use thereof in forging enhanced arms and armor. And sales and distribution through Gortash's network into other wholesalers such as the Zendrim and the Knights of the Shield. The final entry is as follows. Note for Lord Gortash. The Knights organization appears to be collapsing and sales to them are in steep decline. However, this is more than made up for by shipments to our new contacts in Alm, and the Arthkatla receipts next month should make everyone happy. Interesting. What diabolic source? And a chest with so much gold.
Let's see.
Alright, let us get out of here. So the lower city, with it filled with its unassuming houses, is our best bet for Dribble's parts. So there was, when we were down here, there was a random body hiding in a wardrobe down here, but I haven't found the connected nature of that. We can't get to these houses. I don't know what this is across from Faluga's fireworks, so let's go down here.
You don't have the pocket money for that. Maybe a little, but you have to pay me.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Fireworks never hurt anyone. That's just what grown-ups say to make us not want to play with them.
Sorry, kid, that Faluga's fireworks is empty. I took every single one, and it's sitting back at my camp.
You throw it.
Change your mind. Go on, buy a Gazette.
Do we have a new one? Your sale technique's improving.
The first sale was the hardest. Want to buy another one? Today's is particularly legible. Another sale. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Issue 102, because we have taken a long rest or two since. Plum Prosecco was Scourge, says Connoisseur. Another gaffe from buffoon Duke Dillard Portier. Could your spouse be a secret cultist? Increase in missing persons alarms families. In public park, public disgrace. I do like that there are new ones to read. That feels very cool. Now, yeah, we haven't been to this. What is this? Philgrave's Mansion.
Philgrave's Mansion.
Gotcha.
I will cure you of your pestilence.
Well, that's a doorway, right?
Where's the steel watch?
How do I get in here, mate? Alright. Let's take a look down here.
Not to mention the parchment quality of that.
Stone wall. Alright, that's how we're gonna get in. Lockpick a stone wall? Actually, do we have a key? No.
Out into the mansion's faded exterior, you see the faintest outline of a door. An entrance designed to provide the utmost discretion. The door pulses with a heavy, melancholic magic. Whatever lies behind it concerns the living and the dead. You sense it waits for the right words. It requires permission to open.
Melon. Praise the absolute. Long live Gortash. It is interesting because we're guessing, but if it's life and death, if it could be another Baal related location. Balduran's butter knife is crazy. It just might work. Praise the absolute.
The door does not stir. It will not answer to the cult's demands.
Long live Gortash?
Lord Gortash's name opens many doors, but it does not open this one.
Alderan's butter knife.
Whatever this door is waiting to hear, it is not the name of some ancient tableware.
Hello?
Nothing responds within. It is silent as the grave.
Damn. While I'm really interested to know what the actual passphrase is, this can be lockpicked. It can also be destroyed. We're gonna get a DC 25 in regards to the lockpick. I would have no idea where to look for a passphrase like this in a big city. So it's a good thing I roll like crazy. How about that, wall? You've been lockpicked somehow. Philgrave's Mansion. And there's a lever on the other side. What is that? Those sounds coming from inside the mansion? It sounds like it. Let's save.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
Ulnar, aghast, and Mystic Carrion.
Have done well.
A mummy lord, and
Released.
oh, okay. What the? Look at that fit. Unbeating heart. Carrion's undying life force is stored outside of his body. If killed while his heart is intact, it will rise again the next day. Is that the heart that we were just looking at in the fire? Like just in the last house, because it was in green flame? Wait a sec. Huh. If killed while his heart is intact, he will rise again the next day. Not vulnerable to fire damage while his liver is intact. +3 bonus to their difficulty class, and can't be surprised while the brain is intact. Mystic Carrion can't be silenced while his lungs are intact.
You have done well. You are released.
Wait a sec.
To keep going.
Flowers as I knew you.
Maybe let's go upstairs. That heart that's in the green flame, if this is tied to Oren, maybe. I don't know.
With a flick of the wrist.
It only comes to mind because we were literally just looking at it, but maybe... Oh, shit. Okay. It's also... Lygus. There's also multiple levels to this place. Like, the pieces could be in the mansion itself, like a hidden Horcrux situation.
Light on my feet.
Oh!
Not allowed up. Must go down. Customers downstairs.
Oh, now that is not the interaction I expected. Evil, evil, evil. Father Carrion, my ass, you're nothing but a scam artist. They say you're a necessary evil if you want to talk to our loved ones, but I say you're just plain evil. As soon as I have evidence enough to report you, you can expect a visit from the Fist. Better yet, the Steel Watch. Please understand. Please, Father Carrion, I beg of you. I just need a little more time to earn back enough to pay your fee. My house was ransacked. I have nothing left. I can hardly put food on the table. Okay. This is different to what I expected. Hang on. It seems that we may have a cutscene here, first and foremost. Let's go in then. Hello.
You do not have an appointment. Yet you seek an audience with Mystic Carrion. Ah, yes. You were drawn to me. A wanderer, bearing the scent of death. You are familiar with the necromancy of Thay. I have heard the spirits whisper its name. Few books have the power to send a shiver through the living and the dead. Tell me, what did you make of its contents?
Oh, wow. Does that mean that maybe Astarion could know the phrase to get into this place if it's in the book? Or tied to the book, maybe? If we had Astarion in the party? You're familiar with the subject matter?
Such a book is for those who make only the shallowest ripples in death's dark pools. I inhabit the depths. Clearly these are not waters you know how to swim in. I would hate to be the one who helps you drown. Perhaps one day the book will reveal its secrets to you. Until then, they're best left between its covers. Unless you have any other business with me, I suggest you return to the domain of the living.
Have you anything to trade?
I always have items of interest to those of a curious disposition.
I guess we'll have to bring Astarion here. Hood of the Weave, a +2 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Worn by the wizard Tensor when he was inducted into the Circle of Eight. After the ceremony in which his fellow wizards, Ottiluke and Bigby, played a trick on Tensor, the two pranksters found their party vodkas spiked with a spell that transformed their earlobes into cynical pixies. Armor of the Spore Keeper. The wearer gains a +1 to spell save when dealing necrotic damage and deal additional damage. While imbued with symbiotic entity, you can spread Bibabang spores, Tinmar spores, and haste spores. According to one story, this armor was enriched by the cascading spores of a Myconid sovereign, its great fungal head shimmering and twinkling as it shook upon the material. If we had a, I can't remember what it's called, the spore druid or something like that would be useful. Veil of the Morning. Let the undead blanch with fear. Undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you have advantage on saving throws against their actions and spells. Crafted from celestial feathers, bottled sunlight, and ink from the pages of sacred scripture, it's a wonder that make it in to hang cloves of garlic from this robe. So anathema is it to the undead. That's pretty sick. It's useful for a place like this, isn't it? I will not purchase anything here, but go to the Weave potentially. Well, I guess we should bring Astarion here.
Strange tidings. Strange indeed. Not food. Client.
What a gross looking thing.
Released.
Okay. Not what I expected in this place. Let's go get Astarion, shall we?
Distinct whiff of undeath to this place. Though, curious. I can't say I've ever noticed the same about you, Astarion.
My whiff is very faint, thank you. Nothing a little bergamot, rosemary, and a hint of aged brandy can't hide. It's the perfect olfactory disguise for a corpse. Honestly, I miss my calling as a perfumer.
You've clearly thought this through a great deal. I'm impressed and appalled in equal measure.
Now, should we speak? I suppose we should speak to him as Astarion, but maybe it'll automatically come in. Let's see.
Again, you disturb me. My client list is full, and you are not on it.
I came to offer my own services, if you've need of anything.
Yes. My spirits stir. They think you might be capable. Very well. You may help me with a small matter. I have an assistant, Thrumbo. A conduit I used to maintain my connections with the ethereal plane. Unfortunately, he has deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrumbo's body to me, and I will see that you are suitably compensated.
Thrumbo. His body? Sounds like you want him killed?
My child, that would be asking the impossible. He is already dead. He is... what do they call them here? Ah, a zombie. A waif I rescued from the jaws of death and gave a second chance at earthly purpose. If he does not value the gift I gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his.
Baldur's Gate is a big city. The name's not much to go on.
Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrumbo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrumbo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them.
The guy in the wardrobe. You've got a deal.
Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest. As will I.
We'll have to... I can't remember the name of the zombie that was in that house, if it was Thrumbo or not, but he was like, I'm going to have to find a new spot now. So we'll have to see. Alright, let's have Astarion talk to the Carrion now.
If I must.
My spirits told me you were capable. Yet you stand in my presence, and Thrumbo is nowhere to be seen.
I guess we missed our potential for the Necromancy of Thay conversation, which sucks. Karlach had to do it to him. Okay. Astarion, get out of my party then. I'll keep him in the party for this instance, I guess. Well, let's go and look for this guy. Thrumbo.
Yeah, cursed to put my hand on everything.
Nobleman regards us. What is that? Oh, oh, it's a painting. It's upside down. Gotcha. Can't put it on the wall. Alright. Let's leave that open. Now, if we run all the way back down here, we'll go check out this house. He was nearby, at least. Is he still in here? Who are you? Oh, we just found Thrumbo! So it was Thrumbo. Not even like the the other ones. We found him. So 3 other zombie companions. They might be able to tell us where Thrumbo went. We just stumbled upon him. He didn't go far, did he?
I told you already. This spot's taken.
So it wasn't even one of his friends. We just found Thrumbo and went, huh, that's weird. I came to find you. Mr. Carrion was very keen that I bring you home.
Mystic Carrion? You're working for him? Oh no. No, no. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me.
Why?
You've met him. How can you need more justification than that? He murdered me. Murdered my friends. Snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us. Makes us do the worst things you can imagine. There used to be 5 of us. My friend Talus, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. Freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I look back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed.
Yeah, it's because of his heart, mate. Didn't you examine him before you drove the nails in? You can read his whole stats. That's horrible, alright. I'll help you. What can I do?
We'd have to stop him resurrecting somehow. but I don't know how. Since Talus died, I've been watching Carrion, trying to figure out his secret, and I think he's a mummy lord.
A lord of mummies. Does seem rather keen on bandages.
He likes to pretend he's not a walking corpse like the rest of us. Beneath those rags, he's as rotten as we are. After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know.
Okay. Green Flame with that other heart was a separate instance. I was just like, oh, Green Flame, it's got to be connected. He's got his heart in a jar. I've got a jar of dirt. All right. Let's see. Let's not be too hasty. You say this jar grants immortality?
Don't let yourself be tempted by it. Whatever's in that jar must be destroyed.
I'll find and destroy the jar. Where should I start?
I'm not sure. But in the house, beneath Carrion's salon, there's a chamber. He never lets anyone down there, so it must be hiding something important. Perhaps it's there. But be careful if you return to Carrion. He'll know you spoke to me. Make sure he doesn't see or smell you. He'll turn you into one of us, and he'll know I sent you. I don't want to die like Talus did. I want to live. Well, you know what I mean.
We'll just cast Seeming and we'll all look different. He's like, ah. End Mystic Carrion's immortality. We agreed to help Thrumbo permanently defeat Mystic Carrion. He told us to look for a chamber beneath the mansion. Carrion Salon. Well then. In that case, I suppose we should help the guy, shouldn't we? I don't know where his friends are, but we'll figure it out. Well, we're not allowed to come back in here because apparently, according to Old Mate, if we go in here, he'll smell that we've hung out with Thrumbo. I don't see a hatch or a basement. They're gonna be like a secret. Is that a hatch right there in the floor? Can I go invisible?
Trust no one.
Here we go. We'll see if Astarion can perceive if that's like a hatch to a basement. So we'll go invisible. We'll split the party. We'll enter turn-based mode. We'll dash. And
on my way.
We'll invisible ourselves.
Be brief.
And then this is all over the place. All of my spells are all over the place. Sure. Now we'll dash again. Okay, not a perception check. As soon as I go to open this, my invisibility will wear off. I'm right next to it. I don't know if that's gonna be... That's just sitting. Considering there's no perception check, I don't know. It seems that the invisibility is not picking up anything with a perception.
You carry strange
Okay. Well, that was our invisibility. Alright, we can try and have Astarion hold on to this invisibility. And we can check out up here. But this is also still going to be a problem. So, got double doors here. And again, I think if we interact with this, our invisibility is going to break. Probably. Yeah. Our invisibility is broken. Oh. Alright. Okay. That's a room of guts. Holy shit. Right on. Can Astarion cast Speak with the Dead on that? I don't think there's... Is there a Dribbles the Clown part in here somewhere? I need one. Bag of rotten food. God, let me come in here and then...
Hello, beautiful. If only it was fresh.
If only it was fresh. Alright, well, we'll take a look around. Hey! Alright.
A little souvenir.
Oh no, we don't want to pick that up. We don't need to pick any of that up. Use, okay. No point. Severed hand. God, there really could be a Dribbles part just tucked away here, because pressing the highlight button doesn't show it, though. You'd think it would show.
Step carefully.
That bloody pile, though. A cabinet. We got a skull without the jaw. There's a Astarion solo sneaking mission. No dead to be casted in here. Alright. Can't cast invisibility again. I do have infiltration expertise, so I can adopt a new identity, but it's not going to help me here. Pass without trace, but if I'm still in a clearly lit area, it's not going to work. I might have to pull from our potions. How many potions of invisibility do I have? I have 7, which is not too bad, actually. Considering I don't really use them, this seems to be like the best time I can use something like this. Pop one of those. Let's keep going.
How can we rescue?
So let's push upstairs. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Okay. Now into turn-based mode. Alright, so just to have a look around. There's a bedroom there. There's a balcony up here, so my other characters can, well, one of my characters can fly up here to get into the balcony. But it's still trespassing, so it'd probably end up getting into combat. A bedroll. Intestines, a red carmine mask, a dagger, a foot, rectus, thenar, and carpal, a gold pendant, not magical. We have coffins, and there's a part of me that's like, could there be potentially a Dribbles body part? Let's check this door. Goes to a room. What's in here? Beggar's portrait. And we have a wooden chest. Alright, not much in here. Great. Not exactly finding any hidden elevators or staircases or ways into a basement now, are we? What does this do? It's an intelligence check. Okay. I'm gonna start and be smart. Oh, he's smart. Nice. Bruh. Thrumbo's note. Today's abuse was the final straw. We are out of here. Carrion's reach extends only so far. Gather whatever money you can scrape together and give it to me. I'm going to buy a small boat. We're going to row to freedom. Spread out and hide until tomorrow night, then meet me at the usual spot on the beach. And for the love of Mask, make sure Carrion doesn't see this note. Maybe swallow it. Okay. Ah. Okay.
That canvas.
So there was 4 of them. Is like 3 friends. Okay. So we found a hidden note addressed to his fellow zombie servants. So they are to meet at the beach. That's a way to find them. It's like a clue. Dominate person. Bronze goblet. We have written exercises. Written exercises. A series of writing exercises outlined by Thrumbo addressed to my brothers. Beneath the exercises, several misguided attempts to write the letters of the alphabet and unsuccessful. Alright. Fuck. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Alright, well that's my invisibility gone. And I doubt I'm getting out of here without popping another one. That's the problem. Without popping another one and wasting it. It's a turn-based mode. Let's see if there's a way that I can quickly...
I can feel the energy coming from that portrait. Necromantic magic.
That's right, I've already investigated that. So his perception check happened outside. I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to be able to get out while being visible. Because he's just turned around. Yeah, this is great. Alright, so we're no longer upstairs. We're not intruding. So we're fine. So I only had to cast invisibility once and then take a potion. So we're safe to be here. We haven't found any answers or elevators, and I can't seem to figure out if there's any basement.
Don't linger.
So how do we get underground? What is that part? Oh, that's that 3rd floor section, I think we just by the balcony. So doing combat upstairs would probably alert this guy. What if that is here, though?
You have done well.
Like, secret room. Oh, it is. There's a room. Oh, there's a ladder. Hang on. There's a room here. Damn it. Okay. A room there, but there's a ladder, which means you can go down to it. What did I miss being upstairs? Alright, I'm allowed up here, so let's just... Did I miss a ladder? Doesn't look like I missed anything here. Oh, I did! There's a stone wall right there. Jesus Christ, how did I miss that? Alright, there's a stone wall right there. Nice little second look. Alright. I should be allowed in here because the door's open and I'll have everyone come to me. And it should be okay. We're gonna get in here. Alright. There's a stone wall right here. How did I not see that? Well, I looked everywhere but here. Alright, I think we found our basement, potentially. Haha! Lovely. I found our basement. So I was like, What is that last space? There we go. Hillgrove's Mansion, the basement. Perfect. End the immortality. We found the secret basement. We should look for information about his experiments. And we shall. Now, it looks to be... Oh, there's a secret way in through the wall as well.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Shouldn't need to hide.
Something over there.
There's a way out, at least. That's funny. Alright, glad we could find the basement.
Have to keep going.
Just took a little bit. Okay, what's in here? We have a surgery kit, severed leg, severed hand, severed arm. None of those look to belong to Dribbles.
Let's have a look.
We have scrolls. A mummy's memories, an elixir of necrotic resistance.
More for me.
A big pot. Let's read this. Some mortals might wonder why a mummy lord would abandon a subterranean crypt where he has abided for several human lifetimes, safely conducting delicate experiments into the very nature of life and its so-called opposite death, and trade all that for a perilous existence in a ramshackle waterfront house in a cesspit at Baldur's Gate. Some mortals might be morons. An entity of erudition and taste must naturally have a keen appreciation for what surface world has to offer, the lilt of music and the lyricism of poetry, the cry of seagulls over Grey Harbor at sunset, the touch of a soft, non-decayed hand. You don't need a nose to savor a fine wine. All of these things and more I have earned through my dedication to esoteric studies, but all of these things, as well as rare alchemy ingredients, alembics, and athanors, cost money. A lot of it. Thus, my new career as a high-priced and exclusive mystic consultant to the wealthy of the upper city. I have needs, and they will not be denied.
A secret lair in the Undercity ruins. What was Carrion doing there?
A secret lair. Used to work from an ancient subterranean crypt. If we find this lair, we're bound to find some of his most well-guarded secrets. We might have luck looking for it somewhere in the sewers. Okay, then. So the answers we seek are not here. Now, in terms of getting everyone out of here via the hole, you reckon we could all fit through there? Come on, guys. Surely we can all fit out of that hole. Just me, of course. Okay. Oh, there's the hole. Interesting. I'm the only one that can fit. Come on, you lot. I know you can. It's not that small.
Maybe if I were a halfling.
I don't think I'll fit through there.
Touch me.
It's not the smallest hole we've seen, honestly.
That thing is small, and I am not.
I love hearing their thoughts on it. Alright, well, Mapo Gnome's out, so now we'll get out.
What have we here?
Through the way that we came. I still think that we'll be okay to, because of the floor that we're on. See you later. Alright. And then we'll have them come to me. And now we've got to go to the sewers.
Very well.
Alright. Where's the closest sewer entrance? I guess we could fast travel down there, actually. The Undercity Ruins. Why not? Let's have a look at the map and see where we are. That's there. No. Okay. I mean, this is the Undercity, so where haven't we? That goes off in the direction of the Elder Brain. Ooh, there's a section that we haven't looked at in Baal's temple with our little Baal spawn corpse that looks mighty similar to a Dark Urge, doesn't it? Bereki, are you guarding the way to a secret room? Look at this. Look at this square. Alright. Passage of Penitence. Seems not what we need.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully will require more caution than you displayed in getting caught.
That was a misclick. Here you go.
You're off the hook. At the cost of your illicit prize.
Here's the shoes that I didn't want. You're not allowed to speak. You're voiceless.
The penitent looks at you silently.
What is that?
Expectantly.
What is that? Mind your manners. Mind your voiceless nature. Alright, let's try ask questions, because maybe this guy is tied to this. Who are you?
The penitent doesn't respond.
Of course he doesn't.
Gaze almost unblinkingly with his.
You alright?
The penitent doesn't respond. Holding
You're running a shop here, are you?
The penitent doesn't respond.
Shall we trade? Alright. Bloody hell. Nothing that I need.
The penitent blink.
Okay. There's clearly... An obscure element of... What if we go from here? But this doesn't look like we can actually walk it. Is there something we are missing? Oh, hang on. Oh, we never went in this passageway. Hang on. Ancient lair. Okay. It's here. Not the mysterious square on the thing. It's right here. Dead human, dead halfling. Okay. Some previous adventurers that did not survive. Wonderful. So it's just a little passageway off to the side of Bereki instead. Raiser zombie. A lot of chests. Crawling claw, ancient servant. Okay. Oh! Oh my god, crawling claws and the ancient servants, they are indeed creatures. What did we just get afflicted with? Spell rot. Unless you are undead, each time you cast a spell, you receive 3 to 18 necrotic damage per spell level and disadvantage on saving throws. They're all cursed. Lovely. Good stuff. The good news is we're not casting spells here. Alright. Lovely. We got combat. Take my holy water, will you? How do you not have radiant weakness? You're undead, are you not? Fire weakness? I was going to throw holy water at you, but I guess I should just blow you up. Squidgens. Take that. I'll include myself in this blow. Hiya! Yeah, you've been blinded. You take that. Alright, well that's my turn.
Feel death's cold grip.
Okay.
Sounds like fun.
This is gonna feel good.
There's a lot of them.
I've got it.
Reaching pike staff. Ooh, it does fire and force. Oh no, hang on. It only does fire and force because of my stuff, doesn't it? Because I do an extra 1 to 6 fire damage. What about the force damage though? I don't know about that. Let's try and rage near a group of them. So if I... Oh, that will get rid of my bonus action. So perhaps never mind. For now, I will throw item.
Easy as.
And then I will throw it once more. Get these hands out of here. And then I'll rage when I'm... I think I could potentially rage here and affect these enemies. That's within 3 meters, right? No? Apparently not. When you rage, hostile creatures must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take damage. I guess... Oh, I guess it's 3.8. Not close enough. I wanted to get closer to rage, and I've spoiled that. That's alright. Bloody great big room of undead. Shadowheart's gonna have a field day, despite the necrotic damage we might take by casting Guardians. But, you know, we'll see. Oh! Numbers, baby. How dare you? Minsc is missing out on some action here. Minsc wanted a turn, but Astarion came in instead. Yeah, let's see. I can just run around with my lovely little spell, but if I cast Spirit Guardians, I will take necrotic damage, apparently. Do Howl of the Dead. How nearby is that? Not nearby enough. I'll just go for an attack, honestly. Go for an attack on the sphere, and then...
You need patching up.
Actually, this was probably a mistake to cast this, because if I cast this, I'll take damage, so I won't do that. Big gathering here, you're all gonna regret that. Okay. It was a waste to hit you with a spell. I'm threatened by this hand, am I? Go away, you. And then, can I... Yeah. I should have the arrow bag, do I not? Oh no, Minsc has the arrow bag. That's why I don't have any of my arrows. I was like, arrow of many targets, let's go. Nope, Minsc is going, boo, they forgot the arrows. They're going to feel real silly when they need it. In that case, we just attack people.
Up.
Alright, you lot, this would have been the perfect time for me to rage, but unfortunately I messed that up. So instead, what we're going to do is I'm going to do my favorite activity, which is I'm going to start throwing you into things. You thought? God, can I not just throw this, please, without getting crucified? Thank you. What if I can't throw either of these without getting attacked by the other, so... Hell. this instance, fly over here, punch you, and I will punch you again. And then I will fly over here. Mummy rot on Karlach. Maximum hit points reduced by 8. You cannot be healed. Jesus, and it's 43 health. That's crazy. That's a lot of health. Alright. You cannot be healed, so we're gonna have to remove curse. Can I get over to you? I can. Going to remove curse on you now. This is a spell, so I'm gonna suffer damage, but we'll fix you right up. Spell Rot Necrosis. Alright, so Karlach is now good. We can heal. And Karlach can cast those spells that she doesn't have. Don't miss. That's not what you do. So again, about that throwing that we were doing, let's do that again, shall we? Lovely. And now that I'm away from you, enraged throw you. Actually, I'll walk away now, and we'll do my enraged throw of this on you. Oh, sorry, Shadowheart. I thought you wouldn't have been in that range. Silly me.
What now?
You're dead. It's almost annoying. You're dead. You're on the ground. I haven't even taken a hit yet. So Shadowheart got Mummy Rot instead. Okay. Well, I won't cast a spell because we know how that goes. Give you that. Does this count as a spell? This is a cantrip, so I guess so. So I won't do that either. I'll just stand here and go, healing is bad, I'll take damage if I do that. Very nice. You've got True Strike now, apparently. Bam! How's that?
On my way.
Actually, let me put myself over here. I can be obscured.
Watch this.
Karlach's gonna throw this guy. This guy. Haven't enjoyed my throwing in a while.
Another fight. Let's
You're
go.
going to punch, 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 and then you're going to leave. We'll take that attack of opportunity. Let's get you out of here. Hey. I'm out of here. Now,
What should I do?
Shadowheart's going to probably get hit
My turn.
by Karlach's spear again. But it's all part of the plan because I've weakened these.
My little trick.
Hey, Shadowheart was out of the range. Nice. And then enraged. Very nice. So now it's just you.
Survival is all that matters.
Very close. Get away from me. Okay, in that case, can I...
Be quick.
Just go for one of these bad boys. There we go. Alright. What beautiful undead short rest. Even though Shadowheart can't be healed. I should have waited, but that's okay. Now I guess I can take a look around. A breaching pike staff. It does force damage. And then fire damage was from Karlach. Well, now we can loot the place. I shall ascend with him immortality practically.
No traps, please.
Treasure crates. Pearl. I love that this was like, right, we'll try and find dead Dribble's parts and then also maybe the House of Grief by searching everywhere. And we've stumbled upon a different undead whole thing, which is lovely. Okay, Shadowheart can now be healed.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
So, maybe give us preserve life. There you go. Very good amount of healing there.
What's in here? Something good here, I hope.
One of these chests has got to have what we need. At the moment, just pitiful amounts of gold. In all of them. Sarcophagus is empty. It had a spear in it, that was it. Right, well, let's read these. I shall ascend with him. An ancient stone, cold and damp to the touch. The letters carved on its surface appear to have been drawn by a clumsy and laborious hand. Where is he? Where is he? Promised life, eternal life, glory, riches, where is he? People probably mad at that carrion, I assume. Immortality, practically. The High Priest continues to sicken in spite of the chirurgeon's ministrations. I fear each breath might be his last, but with every exhalation he whispers to me of a means by which he might live on to walk among us still. He does not speak of the method, but I am sure it is a reliable one. Has he not performed such miracles for others in the name of our necromantic purpose? Has he not adorned himself with the jewels of his powers over death? Were he to succeed, what wealth, what further fortune might he draw to our glorious worship? He even offers me, a mere acolyte, the honor of sharing his golden immortality with him. I dare not refuse. I cannot afford to. We have a chest at the back of the room. More stuff, but still not stuff. We have vases. Any jars hidden in these vases? Let's see. What are we... Oh, well, there's more here. In the back. Explore the ancient lair. Oh, we got locked in too. Isn't that fun?
That might be worth a look. Come on, open
We got
up.
a wall to lockpick at a DC of 20.
Well, hello. Hardly a challenge.
Your turn to shine.
No one's stopped me yet. Can't slow down. A gruesome sight. A necromantic ritual, perhaps?
A jar of Mystic Carrion's brain. Canopic jar containing the Mystic Carrion's thoughtless brain. An ancient darkness pulsates gently from within. Okay. Any dribbles parts here? I guess we should destroy this, right?
This jar, it feels like death itself. A sure sign of necromancy at work.
It's radiating with necromantic energy, but it's not his heart. Well, if we destroy that, he'll lose one of his bonuses.
Don't give
We're destroying the Carrion's Horcruxes. Oh! The liver. Okay. We have another piece. I suppose we just like throw these on the ground, or should we return them to Chicken with Thrumbo or something? And we have a way out. Okay.
What's
on the
inside?
half-elf, we have stuff. Funerary jar, form and function. A potion bottle. What does it do? We don't know. Mystery potions. The upper part of this tablet describes the necromantic ritual spells employed to adhere portions of a creature's spirit within its extracted organs, and then sealing these spirit-infused organs inside funerary urns and hiding them to preserve the life force contained therein. The bottom of the stone is crossed by a scratching of crooked letters that decipher as follows. A brilliant idea, but not an idea of genius such as the concept it inspires in me. Where better to hide such precious treasure than inside the animated body of a guardian who doesn't even know it's there?
A jar that grants immortality hidden inside a zombie. It's almost poetic.
Okay, so this jar was hidden inside this body. Does Thrumbo just have the heart? We found a note in Mr. Carrion's lair that learned that he has been putting canopic jars containing his organs within his zombie servants to preserve his life force. We must tell Thrumbo. And Thrumbo's gonna be like, oh, that's what that congestion is inside of me. Okay, maybe. So we've got 2 jars, and the other not here. There is the ancient lair. Now where does this take us?
Enough.
Oh, we lose the spell rot once we leave. Isn't that pleasant? Oh, hello. We're being approached.
Hello, my dear.
We're being approached. He's walking to us. If you can't... Mate, you have no voice. This is so funny. Alright, so he didn't like us coming from there. It's very funny. Wonderful. We're going to go back to camp. So we're going to get the arrow bag from Minsk. I'm genuinely a bit surprised about the fact that we can't have the conversation with him again about the necromancy of Thay, because I thought that was going to be like locked in by bringing Astarion. That's the only reason we kind of swapped him out for Minsk at that point. I guess Astarion did come in handy because he's undead, so he doesn't get cursed. And he is a good rogue. We'll give him that. Right, arrow bag reacquired. Let's go see Thrumbo. Alright, let's see what Thrumbo has to say about these jars I'm holding on to.
You came back. Please, tell me you found a way to destroy Mystic Carrion.
Carrion made other jars. Any idea what I should do with them?
You should destroy them. Get rid of every rotten part of him. Be careful, though. He'll know you did it, and he'll be really angry.
Destroying the Horcruxes.
I won't have a word.
You came back. Please, tell me you found a way to destroy Mystic Carrion.
Well, there's this really ironic moment here. where the key to his destruction has been within you all along. And no, that's not a motivational speech. You have a jar of heart in you.
What? His rotten heart was inside of me this whole time. Get it out. I have to get it out.
Oh, he just vomited it. Oh, God. Well, there it is.
That slimy bastard. He hid it in me the whole time. Please, take that foul thing and grind it to dust.
Right on. Okay. We got it. And now we'll have a fight on our hands. There you go. Alright. Shall we, anyone want to play boot the liver off the stairs? I'll throw one.
Wasn't expecting that.
Ow!
This jar fights back.
Oh. What the fuck? Well, this isn't a fun game at all anymore. Alright, I guess we'll burn it. It's got fire resistance. Bloody hell. Alright, let's go blow it up then. Let's go find a nice spot. And I'll get those fireworks from camp. Alright, team, sorry, no more throwing things. Yeah, that hurt. Alright, let's get a bit of a light show going on. We'll light some fireworks by the beach. Hopefully that's not illegal. If Karlach hold on to that. It's fire damage we need. It's fire damage we'll get. Let's find a nice quiet spot to set off some fireworks away from people. Here we go. Light them off. Oh, actually, let's do it. Maybe the end of the pier. That'll be fun. Let's do it in here. Right next to him. Oh, fuck. Actually, hang on. There's people here. Alright, shit. Can't do it there. There's people having a conversation. Alright, over here it is. Alright. I'll put my jars down. Alright, Karlach.
Making me sweat.
You put those fireworks down.
Marching.
Make up for the fireworks debacle from last time when we just threw them. And then, Shadowheart, if you'd like to do the honors, so all of us get a nice little distance away from the fireworks. Alright, here we go. Whee! Fireworks! Alright. The jars are gone. Mr. Carrion's heart is destroyed. If we kill him now, he will die for good.
No time to rest.
Alright. Let me drink one of those.
On my way.
Alright, here we go.
Can you spare a few coins to feed my son?
I guess we'll have to see if, yeah, they're all red in there. The zombies will probably come down from upstairs, I assume. Do we want to drink more elixirs of necrotic resistance? I might just have Shadowheart drink one because she's got lower health, so that'll replace her elixir of peerless focus that I had her accidentally drink when I was doing inventory management anyway. And we have arrows this time. Alright, in we go.
Awful.
Never a dull moment. One day I'll catch a break.
Will it just go, it'll probably just go straight to combat, I assume. Unless he's going to be like, "Rawr!"
Come, flower and bloom as I know you.
Straight to combat. Oh, and he summoned a bunch of mummies. Yeah. Oh, there you go. We're all outside still.
No surrender.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
The doorway thing again. Ruining my life. I'll have to walk inside a tiny bit.
Easy.
It does actually go the full way. I'm gonna filter them all out through here.
Nothing important is ever easy. Cutting to the chase. Must be on my way.
They're gonna come down from upstairs. And they come. Alright. Make them waste their turns dashing through the door to us. In they come. From upstairs. Shutout's gonna have a field day with this. She'll just run in. So then anyone who comes in this area will just get smacked. Vile curse. Jesus. Cursed. It is poisoned. Constitution or blinding curse and receive necrotic damage and poisoned. Okay. We're bloody cursed. We have to suffer this lot slowly coming down to us. And farting. Okay. Here we go. Look at everyone here. If only we had Gale. A nice, well-placed fireball would really just make it. I summon Gnawing Horde. Thought I could get away with that.
It's hot in here.
Okay. Time to throw things into things. If I can fly in here, I can. Well, I'm gonna go in here. I'm going to... They're not taking more Spirit Guardian damage. Yeah, buddy. Run into that fireplace. There you go. Nice. There you go. Get a few more of them while we're at it. And then... let's see here. What else can I do? I'm going to remove Curse on myself, which I will probably just do. No more Curse on me. Thank you very much. Hey, none of that. Summon ghouls of my own. And they're all gonna explode. Oh. I'll have... hopefully, I'll have Karlach through that one so it'll die. Hey, 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 hey. What a waste. Alright. There you go. Get you out of here. And then... they're coming down the stairs. Why don't we just... throw you up the stairs. Perfect. And then I'll come in and I'll throw you at your friend. And I'll fail and I'll still do all of that to you. I'll go in here.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Where'd you go? Over here. Are you there? I'll suffer that hit to destroy you. Hee. You would save from that, wouldn't you? Alright. Well. Hiya! You're dead! And it's dead properly this time. Rusty key, a key. We get the 3 items that we could have bought. How nice is that? And the Staff of Cherished Necromancy. Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against your necromancy spells. When the wielder kills a hostile creature with a spell, they greedily absorb its energy and gain life essence until the next long rest. Unlike their father, Thibault, Cherish Hollow was not afraid of zombies. Cherish was afraid of sharks, licorice, wallpaper, Netherese artifacts, large hats, the outdoors, the indoors, small hats, and milk pails. Zombies were a bloody picnic. Incredible. Alright, grab that stuff after. Go, ghouls! Go! How interesting for one of the my ghouls to end up later in the turn order for some reason. You guys don't have to serve your master anymore. He's dead. You guys can be free to go and stink up the place elsewhere. Right on the outside of the Spirit Guardians, eh? Lovely. Alright, so Shadowheart's just gonna go and to get hold of them. And then how are you still alive? And then do a bit of that. Oh! Alright, well they all exploded, and now Shadowheart to take all of that. So that's very rude. Well done, ghouls. Well, I'll do... Provoking attack of opportunity from the staircase. Now that's just rude. I'm gonna step away.
Let's go.
Worth it. And then I'll smack you back. An arrow of many targets. Sneak attack you. Very nicely. Even got some in there. Hey.
Ready for another round?
Hands off my apocalypse. Sorry, Shadow.
Time to push my luck again. No time for mercy.
Bonk. Slowly bringing him down. Why are you going that way? The AI hard at work. Very good. My favorite. When they run in and get burned. Whee. Trying to run in and burn you.
Take your
Unnecessary, but yes.
Open up.
Well, now we're just waiting. Because this person decided they went the other way.
Go on.
Nice. I actually got that.
You will not trouble this plane again.
Very good.
What path lies before me?
Alright. Keys that we don't need to use. We have Veil of the Morning. We have Hood of the Weave, which we can give to Gale, probably. Amulet of Sporekeeper, which we won't use. And Cherished Necromancy. Very nice. Alright, now what's in the chest?
Can't keep me out.
25.
Watch your back.
Alright, Astarion.
For a skeleton key.
You did it.
Oh! I'm lockpicking.
He's really gone.
I'm busy.
Oh, thank you. We can finally be free. Here. Please take this. I think it's valuable. And I will need it. Not now Carrion's gone.
Lovely. You have anything to trade?
Yes. I think I'll pick up where Carrion left off. A city like this needs a medium.
Huh. Oh, interesting. Well, alright then. A Crypt Lord ring. Cool. Create undead. Slipping one's finger through this ring fills the senses with the waft of tombs, the urine yellow smell of old bandages, images of dead spiders curled into husks, and the sensation of hot slobbering breath at the nape of one's neck. Also... Oh! We have met them before. There's the one that likes to be punched, and then the one that was like, my sister's hiding around here? Right? Morbus was the one in the graveyard. We have met them before. Why did I think I hadn't met them before? I totally glossed over the fact that they're just in there. They're just there in plain sight. The one that likes to be punched, the one that was in the graveyard, and I don't think we met the third one.
I will get a bedroom of my own now. I can keep lovely things in it for when Sister can visit.
Right, that fell into place, didn't it?
Think carrying's corpse would make a good punching bag.
My kind-hearted friend, what can I do for you?
Oh yeah, they're walking around like crazy.
A toast to your kindness and to carrion rotting in his grave.
Yeah, we definitely did not meet that one.
Open up.
I told you we'd be saving hands.
We're all just walking over the desk and everywhere, are we? Alright, acquisitions record.
Those like
items to be acquired. Dole of the Necromancer, Reanimation, Ashtha Geldig, Eshperta, Bone of Abyssal Depth, Soul Settlement, Fifth Wind Kendrick Moonshade, Torch of Revocation, Burning of Tormented Spirits Anchor, Oscar Fervus in Baldur's Gate. Interesting. The Torch of Revocation. There you go. The staple of any worthwhile exorcist burns with a pale flame that destroys the anchors of troublesome ghosts in need of banishment.
Yes, oh yes.
Have we met an Oscar Fervus?
Of course.
Perhaps this will be tied to something that'll come up if we meet this person.
Don't waste the step.
There we go. We've completed this very intriguing little storyline. Looking for Dribble's parts, we ended up doing something very different. I don't know if there's any more loot for us to acquire. We're looking up here for the sake of Dribbles. So now I can check out these coffins. See if there's anything in them. One was clawed, wasn't it? Could be in there. I'd be remiss if I didn't check. Okay. I think we'll do a long rest, so we'll head back to camp now that we've completed that, and we'll get everybody in sleepy time. Okay, long rest completed, and a new team, and now we go in search of Dribble parts, and if we find the House of Grief, then we'll swap Shadowheart back into the party, of course. But let us take more of a look around the place. So, we are continuing to look at houses that we have yet to enter. That's the plan, I guess. There's multiple properties, so let's see what we find. After that whole undead business, we still have to keep looking for dead limbs.
Any gazetteers around? Need to see if the new edition's out.
So that's Old Gallows. This is Druid related. What are these properties? Double doors. I see the symbol. I see the symbol on the wall. Alright, here we go. Surely.
You hear those noises coming out the old bright place?
Louder than...
And we're not allowed in. Classic. Team, I'm flying. I'll see y'all later.
Opportunity.
Rainforest's home.
That's curious.
Ratin Sessacor.
Amicus Hello, hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs.
What happened to your last cheese dropper?
Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best. Until the Red Man visited.
The Red Man? Who's the Red Man who visited Alexander?
A dwarf. all dressed in red. He smiled and held Alexander close, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well. So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good, even better than cheese.
Thank you for being a very good witness there, Rattan Sesakor. Wonderful. So on the list of victims, this was the other guy. So there you go. We follow that trail of dead people. You will get your dribble limbs. Do you realize that you ate Alexander's innards?
Yes, tasty. He didn't eat them anymore. Go away now. Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
The rat that gets a taste for human flesh. Bloodstained parchment. Yep, Alexander Rainforest was killed. So that was our other lead to chase. And here we are. Urban exploration, the Undercity. Intrepid hobbyists who pursue the urban exploration of Baldur's Gate will find no greater challenge than that offered by discovering the dark realm beneath the city's streets. Everyone knows, of course, that the city's sanitation needs are served by extensive sewer tunnels through which water flows, carrying wastes downhill into Grey Harbor. Once you find your way into these sewers through one of the round street access hatches, you will enter a noisome but intriguing domain, haunted mainly by the half-civilized kobold tribe that maintains the pipes and culverts, and somewhere hidden in its far corners, the sewers are said to connect to the long-forgotten tunnels of the truly haunted Undercity ruins. It's thrilling to think about exploring that dangerous region, but for liability reasons, this author cannot recommend it. It might lead to something. Alright, so we've got a hatch, another hatch downstairs. Classic. Alexander Rainforest. Hello? Dead. Tonight. Mate, we're worried about you. If you've gotten too deep into this conspiracy nonsense, honestly, it's making you dull. You're coming out for drinks tonight. Singing lewd at sundown. You better be there. We're going to have to come and get you. And there's no guarantee we'll be sober. And then the Dwarven man came instead. And they painted all their graffiti. Cheese record. Ah, yes. Successful cheeses. Red, white, yellow, sharp, and mellow. And unsuccessful cheeses. Smoked, blue, and waxed. He prefers his cheeses crumbled to little pieces. That's quite cute, though. It was genuinely giving him different types of cheeses. Unfortunately, all I've got is some Esmeralda red on me, so can't give you any cheese, I'm afraid. But we'll go down this hatch.
This is a ritual killing, and the murderer wanted it found.
That's true. Okay, nice of you to join me, everyone. Lovely, a successful diffusal. Very good. That potion of Featherfall exploded. Kinda like honey. I was disarming that mine. Successfully, I might add. Honestly, I kind of think that you weren't even close enough to trigger it, but yeah, there you go. Couple of dead dragonborns. Oh! Clown severed foot. Lovely. And Abazagale the Fourth. What use is his pride? He thought himself a dragon, but died as a worm. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood, or in the red.
The clown's foot. Well, alright.
Well, alright. We have all of Dribble's body parts. We should bring them to Ringmaster Lucretius. Lucretius. It kind of feels like there's... Because I was thinking of the parts, right? Because if we look at the parts... Technically, we're missing more of a leg and more of an arm, right? Because, like... There's not another leg attached to that pelvis, and there's not another arm attached to that torso. So we're missing... He's not completely there, but there he is. We have the pieces. Faded scroll of reversal. This time-bitten parchment of this scroll flakes and frays, obscuring most of its content, but it appears to describe the process for breaking an enchantment that has bound a mighty dragon in another's service. Like the dragon that's underneath Worm's Crossing type dragon? Damn, look at what's going on in here. Tombstone shop notes. I'd come across several pointers toward the Candlehallows Tombstone shop, so I decided to use my spare time for a while to watch it for suspicious activity. Indeed, the place is strange. It seems disconnected from Candlehallows' main mortuary business over in Eastway. In fact, they don't seem to sell anything at all. There's one callow shop lad who hangs about looking bored, otherwise there's just the occasional customer who enters and then stays inside for a while, sometimes for hours. When they leave, these customers seem different somehow. I swear I saw one go in and out the same clothes, but leaving wearing a different face. Must stay alert. I think the shop lad may have noticed me hanging around. I'll give this observation just one more day. So his conspiracy theories, and this is his little secret place of figuring it all out.
Let's have a look.
Missives of Candlekeep. What abides below? Plamedon tells us that Grey Harbor was a small coastal village before Balduran returned with his sea treasure and founded a great city here. But the vast subterranean ruins hidden beneath our modern city sewer system tell a very different story. There was a city on the bight of the lower Kionthar ages before Balduran built his sea tower, a metropolis of grand boulevards and granite towers open to the sky before the unknown cataclysm that split them to their foundations and then swallowed them into the bedrock. Who were these forgotten people who lived in the age before Balduran? Perhaps more importantly, who or what still lives in the ruins of that tumble-down port town below? What things, creatures, or creations lurk deep beneath our streets? And do they have designs on what we like to think as our world on the surface below? Okay. We have Balspawn Crisis, which is also fitting. I believe we've read Record of Ownership. Candlehallows Tombstones has existed as Candlehallows funeral arrangements for generations, owned by the Candlehallow family. Attempted rebrand after Lelena Candlehallow took over to Candlehallows Tombstones. Rebrand to focus on our core values, getting folk buried fast. Lelena turned over to Fist for obscene necromantic practices by local adventurers. Unclear as to where she's jailed. Shop hasn't sold a tombstone in months. Deed's still being paid for. No note of payee, just gets paid? How? And observation notes. Alright, my lot have been watching that tombstone spot for a 10-day now. Seen a bunch of folk in big cloaks going in. Only seen a scant few come out, though. It's weird. You'd think it'd be quite cramped in there by now, that many folk inside. It's only a tiny shop. Anyways, your lump sum bought you a 10-day. You want more of our time? Pay up. All the best. Roa Moonglow. She dead now. What's over here?
With a flick of the wrist.
Ah, a safe. Let's look in there. I'm glad the safe isn't trapped. Ain't that fun. Okay. So, there was some goods. Now let's get the hell out of here, shall we? Done and done. Let's go and return to Rivington and get these clown parts delivered. What a joy. To Rivington! Minsk, you must see Worm's Crossing. We're gonna go to the circus. Again. It's been so long now. What a long quest line of, like, being able to find these pieces scattered around River's Crossing, Baldur's Gate, Slower City, the Undercity.
See the city. Up on the hill.
Alright, Lucretius, here we go.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles?
This is every part of Dribbles I could find.
Oh, pathetic. perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave.
You're leaving? Right now?
Not this instant. So should you wish for anything from my staff, be quick. Oh, and if you do take on the Absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.
Macabre Hunt Karlach is inspired. Oh, I'm almost like... I wanted to ask... You're not hiring, are you? Sometimes you wish you could ask multiple. Spellmite Gloves. When casting a spell that requires an attack roll, you can take a -5 penalty to deal an additional 1d8 damage. Designed for the jobbing spellcaster, these gloves are well insulated to prevent digit immolation for the somatically inept.
Thank you for finding Dribbles, darling.
Okay. We don't get to see it. It seems as if the circus is going to leave, so we need to be quick about it.
Little remains of the...
Do we need anything from these last hangabouts? What's this place going to look like when the circus goes?
Akabi is tired of the Wheel of Wonders.
All of this stuff is fake and shit, apparently. Alright, we say farewell to the circus. We completed that quest line. It's done. Lucretius thanked us for our help. She intends to raise Dribbles from the dead with some improvements. The circus will soon leave Worms Crossing. There you go. Wonderful. I think, with that in mind, this is where we're going to bring this episode of Baldur's Gate 3 to a close. So thank you very much for joining me today as we completed Dribbles. Did a lot of undead-related shenanigans today, and have a lead. We are heading to the House of Grief to find Shadowheart's parents. So we'll be pursuing that lead next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you then.